My name is Claddy, and today I have a full face right here with me. They are all in this bag of some of the makeup products that I have come to a point to believe that nobody owns it but me. I mean, that's a stretch because these are like the hidden gems in my collections, but I genuinely have never heard anyone mention them. Mostly on the YouTube sphere, so YouTube content creators, they have access to some areas of makeup products, and usually when they try to promote or review some brands or some types of product, I have never heard any of them mention these. So I want to put together a look, also to apply them to my face, because we are gonna have a date night tonight. We're staying in. We're gonna have a movie night, but I want to dress up a little bit. That's why I picked this top, and I want to put some makeup on. So I think maybe we can just have a little chit chat. Get ready with me. Also, I want to share some of my thoughts on makeup that you own versus the makeup that are popular, and the reason why they are popular within some realms of social media. Let's start with the complexions. I have this Power Perfection Sun BB Cream with SPF 50 plus in it from the brand. Oh, this is really hard for me to try to pronounce. Hanmeryeo. I will put the name of the product down below. It's a Korean brand. I discovered this BB cream recently, and I tried it once. I haven't formed my thought on it yet, but it's, yeah, like I said, it's gonna be a loose statement if I call it a hidden gem, but I tried it once, and for that one time, I feel like I quite like it. It's quite thin. It's a little bit light to me, but when I blend it out, it does melt into my skin quite decently. And this is the Zinc Sunscreen Stick, the tinted versions from Cancer Council. Cancer Council is an Australian skincare / sun care brand. They are very, very scientifically focused on the real effect of using sun protections. And Cancer Council is also an institution that research on cancer, and they have a wide range of support towards cancer patients. So I think this is such a reliable brand for me to keep supporting. I've been using this sunscreen stick for a while already. This is the tinted version, and I use it as my concealer. The thing that I'm gonna do today is gonna mix these two together. This is, of course, a tinted sunscreen in a stick form. It happened to have this color, and it works really well on my complexions. So I think it's quite unique because I don't think anybody would think of using a tinted sunscreen as a complexion product. Could be because they don't think that the coverage is high enough for them for the purpose of using them as a foundation or as a concealer. But to me, because I like more of a lightweight concealer, I don't require high coverage at all. Light coverage is okay with me. That's why I look at this. And at first I thought maybe I can use it as a touch-up product. So if I apply my sunscreen and is any spot that I want some evening work, like if it has some sort of hyperpigmentation around the area, I could use this tinted product just to even the skin tone in that area, and it has some sunscreen in it, so it works both ways. But it turns out it's a perfect concealer to me. I like the shade match, and also the finish is quite thin but not heavy at all. Like I look at a stick form, I was quite wary that it's gonna turn a little bit dry and waxy, you know, similar to the, you know, separating clay texture of a concealer, but it turns out to be very, very nice and smooth. So I'm just gonna use them as my concealer blush all over foundations today. I think I pick up enough product. I don't want to wear too much complexion product. I mean, mostly this video is about the product, so it's the collections of all the makeup that I believe is quite unique to my collections. And I think there are multiple reasons why these products are not more popular. Could be because I live in Australia and Cancer Council is an Australian brand, so most people have not even heard about this brand. Although I believe it's quite popular. It does feel like it's one of the brands that could be available in the state. Like Naked Sunday, that brand is from Australia and is available at Ulta or something. I could be wrong. Yeah, so geographically, it could affect how the product is distributed depending on the territory that you live in, and it's gonna affect whether you can have access to that product. And maybe I have a unique style of makeup that I am gravitating towards. Unique product, I don't think unique means that, oh, I'm one of a kind and I can only use it and you don't have the same taste, you cannot use this product. I don't think it's that specific or like that deep. I just think what I want in a makeup product might be different from what you want. I don't go for YouTube for recommendations. It's linked to the first reason that even if I go to YouTube and I look for recommendations from content creator, that platform is dominantly, the narrative on that platform specifically is dominantly controlled by the US market, if you know what I mean. Like a lot of recommendations are based on what products are available in that market. So even when I want to try that product, it would be quite challenging for me to get it, and not all brands want to ship to Australia. Like if you think of the locations of the United States and Australia, that's huge distance. It carries a lot of risk of transportation and logistics as well. So I understand that if a product is popular in the state, if it's very, very popular, there's a high chance that it could be available in Australia. Like we have Sephora, we have Mega, we have the drugstores. So we do have revenue, so we can go to look for those products, but there's no guarantees at all because it's just not available right there, right here at the right time for me. And also, I don't go to content creators and think that if the product worked for them, it would work for me. Like I don't have that tendencies to looking for things to buy. I think I do want to buy a lot of things, and I have this doom scrolling mentality quite often. I look for a lot of product pages, I look for a lot of websites, but I don't think that I would want to be influenced by any entities at all and make a purchase out of impulse. I want myself to be the sole responsible persons for that purchase, It could come from fear that I get a product and then I don't like it, and then I would blame other people for it. Then the only damage that had been caused is to my budget. I'm gonna set my under eyes with some powder. I'm not gonna set my entire face because I think it's quite mattified at the moment. So the last time that I tried this BB cream, I noticed a self-setting effect. I didn't have to set my entire face with powder at all because it does look like it dried out. So I'm not gonna do too much of the powdering thing today. And I quite like that. I haven't found any foundation or skin tint that could self-set. So I think it's quite unique, and the fact that it does come from a BB cream, a K-beauty BB cream, is quite unique. I always imagine BB cream is skin tint to be a little bit more dewy, a little bit more hydrating. So this is quite lovely just to discover this product. I haven't told you what powder that I've just used. This is from the brand Kind Collective. Once again, it's an Australian brand. Could be the reason why you haven't heard about this brand, though. I quite like it. They made affordable makeup and they're just beautiful. I got this powder in the shade Fair. It's just called the pressed powder. It's very cheap. I think I got, so it's kind of bulk buying situations. If you get 3 products from this affordable line, they cost you $10. So you can pick, for example, a powder, a lip gloss, and an eyeliner. So 3 of them would be $10, and you can pick your own product. And the packaging is, of course, cheap. You can tell that it's broken on me, but the palette's quite nice. Like, I think for $3.30, yeah, 10 divided by 3 for $3.30 Australian dollars. This is wonderful for the price, and I think it's more of a you make do with what you have in your current situations. Like I said, I live in Australia, and if I have the access to this affordable but quite beautiful makeup, well, then it's a blessing. There are 2 bronzer that I want to use today. I don't know why I just pick up 2 because I don't know. Anyway, this is from the Body Shop, Freestyle Multitasking Color. I have the shimmer version in the shade Rebel. I have not heard anyone talk about this product, although there's some review videos, because the time that I decided to get this product, I did look for some reviews online, and it's a multitasking cream product. It's supposed to be a shimmery liquid highlighter, but I got the deeper shade, so I have been using it. It's a sheer shimmering bronzer. And this is the Dewy Daring bronzer from the brand Australis. You can tell by the name, it's an Australian brand, and it's a cream bronzer. I both like these 2 products. They are not amazing, but they are decently priced. So this one I got for full price. So the Body Shop, I think I would consider it to be mid-range. This one is definitely a drugstore brand, so I think I got it for 25 Australian dollars, which is not affordable, but not excessively expensive. And I want to go back a little bit to my conversations about social media marketing of makeup. I feel like we have misunderstood the usage of makeup, the purpose of makeup. I remember I started watching makeup tutorials and product reviews on YouTube since 2017. I think I moved out that year, and when I moved out, I realized, oh, I have a whole aspect of my personality that I could discover. So I decided to learn a little bit about makeup. And at that point, I was just thinking, I want to know about the makeup routine, how to do my makeup, what are the steps that I should follow. I never think of watching makeup tutorials or makeup related videos on YouTube to buy anything. And the first time someone mentioned to me that, I think it's during a declutter video, that I have to declutter something from my collection because my audience, my subscribers, cannot buy it anymore because the products are discontinued. I was like, makeup is still makeup. If it's not expired, if it's still usable, why you want to declutter it? Like, I didn't understand the economy of YouTube at that point, so I was that naive. And then I realized, of course, if you use makeup as a tool for your career, for your occupation, of course, at one point, if that tool is not profitable anymore, you cannot earn any money from it anymore, doesn't bring you any more tangible value, well, then there's no point of you keeping it. You should move on to something that's more valuable for you in terms of, you know, monetarily value in this case. And it's fascinating that at some point we are still in the oblivion to believe that this product is so viral, it's so hype, we need to get it because people on YouTube, content creators, influencers on YouTube, also on other platforms. But to me, because YouTube is my code and code platform, I will speak for it. So I think we have not realized, most of us, me sometimes, have not realized that there's some strange dynamics between us and the content creator. We believe them to deliver the information that we need in form of a review, and we need to get the product, although we don't see the product the way that they do. So it's just problematic for me. Remember that sentence, just that statement, like, I don't want to give product that you cannot get. It's like, it doesn't matter. I have products that you don't have to. But we use makeup in a different way. We don't use makeup to make money. We use makeup to put the product on our face and feel good about it. It's so different. I have this face palette with me. This is from Korean brand. It's called So Natural Powder for Room. It's the Blossom Blur Lighting. So it's a quad of 4 products. So 2 cream blushes and 2 cream highlighters. So I think I'm gonna use this pale coral. It's like, it's so pale. And it has a lot of, I guess, like baby pink tone in it. But because it's very light and sheer, so I just basically want to apply something very sheer and lightweight. And it has a lot of like orange undertone in it. I don't know why. It does look very pink here, but it's translated into this corally pink on my skin with a lot of orange in it. This formula is so easy to use. It's very oily, so it's a thin, oily kind of texture. When you touch it, it instantly melts to your fingers, and from that you can pick it up with your finger and you can blend it out. It does dry out to give this, I wouldn't say dewy, it's very, very cool. It's sheer and oily, and I don't know, like, I think oily is the only word I can use to describe it, but then it dries out to have this satin finish. There's a bit of glow, but mostly there's no dew at all. I wish I had a different color in this palette. Like I think these two colors are quite nice by themselves, but I do want maybe like mauve or red because I genuinely really enjoy this formulations. It's just so easy to work with. Um, I'm gonna pick up a little bit of a highlighter. The highlighter is a bit more stiff than the cream blushes, so it's definitely creamier. It's a bit thicker in texture. Something that I like about this quad is that they are very cool tones. So this is a pink lilac highlighter. This is like a pink champagne, but more muted. It has a bit of a gray tone to it. These two are like cool tone pastels, so it's just quite fun to work this palette with like this cool tone color story. Normally I would do the eye look first, but I think I'm gonna do my lips first today because this is a very interesting color. Firstly, I'm gonna line my lips with the Wet n Wild color Icon lip liner. I don't think this product is less popular. I think at one point, maybe a few years back when Wet n Wild was still famous, I don't think that maybe they have been less famous. I don't know, but I have heard some people mention this product, but I need this color today to line my lip. It's a brown berry. I think the shade name is Brandy wine. You can tell it's a burgundy brown. I really like this lip liner. It's a stiff formulation. It's not quite creamy, but I like it because it does not bleed out of my corners or out of this portion like this one. I think I don't know why, because I feel like my lips are quite pouty and it does make any creamy lip liner to blend out a little bit. In fact, I only need my lip liner to refine my lip shape a little bit. I don't need to overline my lips. That's just not my goal, but I just want to change the color, also to redefine the lip shapes a little bit, just to make it a little bit more visible. But I think this formula, because it's not creamy in any shape or form, I can just use it like this and then smudge it out. This is what I mean, like I want a blurry lip liner look. This lipstick is from L'Oreal. It's a collaboration with Balmain. Balmain? Balmain. Balmain? I think so. I don't think it matters so much. I'm sorry for my English. I have the shade 469. I do not have the real name on the packaging. I'm so sorry for it, but it's a straw orange. It's a burnt yellow tone orange. Oh my god, this is so weird, but I love this color. This collection came out a while ago and I don't understand why it's available in Vietnam, and I bought it when I was still in Vietnam. And orange is not my go-to lip color, but somehow I find this tone of yellow orange very wearable, and the formula is nice, so it appeals me in a very unusual way. And the packaging, because it's a collaboration with I think it's a designer clothing brand. That's why it is so, it's, the component itself is a piece of history to me. I never paired this lipstick with a lip liner before, but I think it's a good choice. It does make it even more wearable with a darker lip liner, because with people that have my skin tone, within my skin tone, I think this lipstick is a bit light, you know, light in terms of color value of the shade. And it pairs really, really well with the cheek color as well. And strangely, I feel like these collections, also this lipstick, would have to be more popular or more iconic than I have seen it be. I have not heard anybody talked about it, but to me, like, it does seems to be quite iconic. Like the packaging and the colors, they have so many unique and bold. I think they had like a blue or like a deep red, maybe like a green, so strange, unique color because of the style of these fashions from this brand. So, like, to me, I think I'm thankful that I own this product, but it's quite a shame that nobody seems to share the same sentiment as I do. Another controversial brand, I think, this product, because it's from Tarte, which is always a hit and miss to a lot of people, and the eyeshadow formula from this brand has not been quite popular because it's not that good. But this Tarte Pro palette, it has the most beautiful mattes that I ever owned in my collections. I do want to do my lips first because I have a wide variety of mattes from this palette I could choose from, so I want to pair it properly with my lip color, because this lip color is in itself quite strange and unique, not because of the lipstick, but this color is very, very out of ordinary to me. I think I'm gonna dip into the shade right here called Innocent. So I think it's a pale nudie orange. Yeah, I want to have something like neutral but still a little bit appropriate to go with my lip color. I don't know why. I don't wear orange very often, especially on my eyes, let alone my lips. But every time I pour this lipstick out, I feel like I'm 18 again. Like I bought it when I was around that age, just learning how to do my makeup. And we have L'Oreal, we have Maybelline, Vietnam. So those are the brands that were the most familiar to me. And having this lipstick, this unique artistic lipstick to my collections, is, what is the equivalent? I was thinking of an equivalent. Oh, a mothership, a past grad mothership. So it feels like if you have been on your makeup journey and you eventually own a past grad mothership palette, I think owning this lipstick to me feel a very similar way. And I have not owned any mothership palette yet, and I don't think the newer ones are the same, so I do have no interest at the moment to try those. But I mean, you can tell that we feel makeup and we feel ourselves, looking at ourselves in the mirror wearing makeup, those few versions of ourselves can be quite different from each other, let alone from the outside perspective looking at us. So I just want to let it out and just tell you that the way that you do your makeup, the way that you use your own makeup collections is very different from those of a content creator who buys makeup and uses makeup and reviews makeup for a living. I just want to do something simple like this, just a one and done matte eyeshadow. And I have to reiterate, I love the mattes in this palette. I think this is, after all those years, still the best matte formulation that I ever tried. And I stand by my statement. And I think because we have these presumptions, a little bit of a bias towards Tarte, so maybe around this time, this palette didn't receive a lot of hype, or like, I don't think that if you owned it, you would find it boring or subpar, but it just, it needs, every makeup item needs space and time for its own to shine. And I think this product fell short because it was made and it was advertised at the wrong times in the wrong place. But I still love it. This is one of my first high-end makeup products, so I'll cherish it forever. So that's a full face of makeup products that I believe is quite unpopular, to the point that maybe there's only me on earth to own them. In a way, they have their own time, and when they release a makeup collections or they release a product, obviously there will be a certain target audience for this product, and dozens of people have already owned these. So I don't think I'm unique, but I just want to let you know that if you have any makeup product that you feel like is quite underhyped or quite unpopular, nobody has ever talked about them, I still encourage you to use them, because it doesn't matter if you use it and you feel beautiful applying them to your face. That's the most wonderful thing that we can do with makeup, isn't it? Once again, I'm Claudia, and hopefully see each other again. Bye.